some advice, Rockhead. Make sure you get drunk or hit a stick of PCP before you go over there.
Ooh, you saw Alien? Keep shit cool, nigga. Everybody funny.
Yeah. Light your blunts. Get your drinks. The show's about to begin. Welcome to the Goose Show. We got Pomona in the building. Talk about the aliens, the government betrayed you. Talk about the flying saucers seeing from the building. Higher than I'm feeling, they look rather appealing. The Goose Show. They abducting the human race. Aliens appearing and moving in outer space. Ancient text mentions I'm sharing wisdom with all. But humans don't be listening, rather start them a war. Fucking off the planet, pollution causing the damage. I'm chilling in Pomona where homies talking in Spanish. Let the world know about Pomona teaching the math. Shout out to Kev Mac, on my Bradley and my kids. My wife and two, because they know I'm a survivor. 5 shots couldn't take me down cause I'm a rider. Then was on the ventilator, still I had to rise up. Telling y'all the truth, man, I'm here to remind you. It's only up for me from now to the future. Thanks for your support and I'ma give you what you used to. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding what they demanding. So look out for the aliens, they landing. The Goose Show, we got Pomona in the building. Talk about the aliens, the government betrayed you. Talk about the flying saucers seeing from the building. Higher than I'm feeling, they look rather appealing. The Goose Show, we got Pomona in the building. Talk about the aliens, the government betrayed you. Talk about the flying saucers seeing from the building. Higher than I'm feeling, they look rather appealing. The Goose.
Welcome to the Goose Show. Got an interesting live tonight. You know, I always talk about extraterrestrials, UFOs, shit like that. That's outside in space, not inside our dome or on our flat Earth. You know, they come around, but the shit that we have extraterrestrial on our Earth. And as the thumbnail said, you know, these are the strangest things that nobody could explain. So we got alien type shit that's on our Earth. Shout out to everybody that checked out my Antarctica video yesterday. First time in, you know, subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, the end, hit the like button. Got a few UFOs at the end of this video, but we're gonna get right in the video. This is some of the strangest things caught on camera that they can't explain. Let's get into it.
Night, and several ATV riders say they've seen unusual looking creatures in the distance.
Glad we all heard that.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I'm telling you guys, it's here.
Apart from all that we see within the forest, there is always more than what meets the eye, that if it weren't for the trail cameras would never have been noticed.
Yo, what is that?
From unexpected to outright terrifying encounters, stick around to get to witness the footage that no one has an explanation of. A mythological creature was seen in the premises of a forest, which seems to be a crime scene by the tape which says, "Do not enter."
Shout out to you,
The
Black
creature
Dog,
caught attention when he was dragging a tree, picking it up with no use of effort at all, and then slinging it like a stone on the road. At first, you could say that it's a human, but no human can do these things single-handedly. But if not human, then what? A gorilla, maybe? But still, the pieces don't fit the puzzle. The video was uploaded in January 2024, and it blew on the internet where some people in the comments were referring to it as a Bigfoot. Rooftop crawler. A video was uploaded by an unknown individual dating back to June 2015, who was disturbed by an animal noise, which is when he decided to go outside and look for the source. Not expecting a crawler in the dusk, the person seemed frightened by the appearance.
That's some difference between after I'd have seen that broke. He gonna break. But you're gonna see the difference in cultures of what people do, seeing crazy shit. Now that's definitely not human, definitely not somebody in a bodysuit.
Along with the noise. At last, a crawler can be seen on top of his rooftop, even more scared than him. After being revealed, it decided to run away as soon as possible. Humanoid dwarf. A group of friends were passing by the woods in Chile around sunset when they saw something moving inside of the bushes. They kept their distance for an obvious reason and started recording. The mystical creature seemed to have a face like a human, with teeth and eyes on the body of a dwarf. For obvious reasons, we can state that this creature looks like anything that belongs to this world. This humanoid dwarf gave no response to the kids who were recording it, but it's always safe to not provoke something you don't understand because you don't know the nature.
Look at the face on that motherfucker. You know, most people will say that's CGI or something. But in this video, there's a lot of shit that is going to turn you from that CGI shit. Because CGI is just now coming out.
Of these wonders that appear out of nowhere. Deformed alien. A couple was sleeping in their tent while camping in Old Station, California, when extreme noises, which felt like snoring, only 10 times worse, woke them up. To look for the source, they came out and saw something sitting on top of rubble stones, which seemed a lot like an alien, but not exactly in the same shape.
What the fuck?
When the video was uploaded, the comment section was filled. People started believing that it was a deformed alien. And from the way that it just kept sitting there making noises and not even noticing the people around him, makes everyone wonder that it was an anomalous alien.
Right,
the video was released in March 2022, and no one has ever seen him since then. Orc Shaman. A motorcycle club that organizes a ride every month just to get that rush went to their normal ride. While passing through Washington Forest in Virginia, they all stopped to find a better route, which is when a creature appeared out of the woods and was recorded in one of the helmet cams. It seemed like a very short person with a long beard, which resembled an orc shaman. Everybody on the scene kept their distance, but one guy out of nowhere wanted to test if the shaman would run once.
It's always that one person. Always that one person that just gotta go see what the fuck he looking at.
He approached him, but he ran backward when the results were completely opposite. Skinwalker couple? A trail camera footage in October 2023 made its way on TikTok, showing two unidentified humanoid creatures roaming around by the mountains of Blue Ridge in the Appalachian area of the eastern United States. One of them was holding something in his mouth that seemed more or less like it was their child.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit there.
The doubts about their extraterrestrial existence were cleared by their glowing eyes.
And just to be a little more formative about what you're looking at, this is a camera that's placed in the woods and just goes 24/7, and it only activates when something comes across it. So it's not a person videotaping these little skinwalkers going across.
Eyes that looked in the direction of the camera. Many believe that these creatures resemble the skinwalkers, who are dark spirits that can change their shape to look like humans or animals. Hiding Bigfoot. One of the most compelling videos was uploaded by a YouTube channel, Squatch Watchers, on November 23rd, 2023, showing a Bigfoot that was seen hiding behind a tree. It looked to be hiding itself from the camera, using the tree as a cover, while also curiously looking at the back. Seeing how it perfectly matches the description of a Bigfoot, it's safe to assume that this is in fact one of them, caught in plain sight.
Just something.
El Pombero. On Easter Sunday, somewhere in Ponta Grossa, Brazil, a smoker was on his phone when he heard something move behind the wall. Thinking that it could be a thief, he starts recording, but turns out it's a creature whose true nature wasn't revealed in the dark. But, by the way, he was hopping. It looked part human, part dog. The dogs nearby all started barking at the same time, which made the situation even more terrifying, because they bark if they perceive any passing object or creature as a hazard, in attempts to shear the threat away. The question arises, what was that thing? Well, the studies show that the profile matches
Welcome,
Pombero.
Archangel.
Possible Unibruja? This extremely disturbing video was uploaded by an unnamed person in January 2020, showing a womanly figure standing on top of a tree. Things took a serious turn when she started raising her hands in the air, just like a Unibruja, and demonic voices were heard. No one knows if the voices were of dogs howling or the girl herself, but in the next clip, where the videographer went a bit closer, it was confirmed that the girl was wailing, which had an element of demonic voice as well. The place where this event took place was never disclosed for safety measures. Possessed lion. A person was terrified after watching the presence of an unknown beastly animal from his outdoor camp. When arrived on the scene, he captured the body of the creature that initially looked like a regular lion. But when he zoomed in, you could see a demonic version of it very clearly. But could it be a Wendigo? Because a few things match the description of it as well, but a Wendigo is very thin as compared to it. If not Wendigo, then a demonic lion? Or who knows, maybe it will forever be a mystery. Mysterious creature. What do you do when you hear strange noises in the middle of the forest and in the dark? You do what any sane person would want, to flee from the area. But the recorder, however, decided to grab his flashlight along with the camera and head towards it to investigate. Due to the pitch darkness...
See, and that's where I think they get making the movies, because people like this. He's going to investigate, just leave the noise alone. But now you got to go see where the noise come from. Tell you, sometimes it's different cultures, because everybody ain't going with
the aging camera with poor quality. He decided to record the sighting on the camera. So he entered the tunnel and decided to peacefully talk to whatever was in there.
I'm coming up on the tunnel right now. I'm hearing noises inside the tunnel.
As soon as he was able to spot the mysterious being, it immediately made the boy run for his life. The nature of this alienoid figure, apart from what you just saw, remains unclear. River Ghost. After hearing some rumors of paranormal activities near a river in Cambodia, a few investigators went to take a look. It is said to be a haunted place by the souls of people who tragically passed away there. The investigators saw something that looked like a person through their flashlight just sitting at the shore. Out of concern, they decided to go over and look for themselves, only to find a human-like entity. It was sitting there idly until it turned around to look at them, revealing its swollen or bloated face, making it all quite spooky. Despite them being quite close, it didn't even budge until the ghost got into the river and disappeared. Cave Giant. We've all read and heard stories of the giants when we were kids, but no one ever wondered if they are actually real. But that's surely about to change in a minute. While exploring the landscape in Mexico using his smartphone to zoom in around an area, when suddenly he noticed a giant peeping out from the cave. The giant was about to get out of the cave, but when he noticed someone was recording him, reacted by covering his face and retreating back to the cave. Surely it would come out at night to haunt its existence.
I just take that as a 7-foot person that might be on a bad times. Instead of living in the streets, they found them a cave to live in. Just my point of view about that video.
Glowy-eyed dweller. A YouTuber shared this clip of what he claimed to have been stalked by a stalker in the dark. He shared that he first heard the hissing noise coming from an abandoned well, thinking maybe it's an animal who's trapped there.
Как-то мрачно, очень мрачно. Еще и в колодце что-то шипит.
He went to investigate and maybe even help. He looked for a little while, and all of a sudden, something very unusual appeared from the dark.
Whoa.
It had glowing eyes with a strange face that looked a bit like Dundi. The fear of this...
Yeah, I'm out of there. And that's what I say about aliens living in something. Because that's something that's not normal that we see on the every day. A motherfucker living in the cave with glowing eyes.
The supernatural being sent him running immediately. Walking Baphomet. Two partners set up a trail cam in the Amazon rainforest to capture the deviating activities. After setting up the cam, nothing can be seen for a while, but then something unexplainable happened that showed a creature appearing for a second and disappearing again. It happened to look quite like a walking Baphomet that followed after some splashes appeared in the water. Could it be that there was some sort of Knights Templar's place of worship nearby, hidden within the forest? Stalking Skinwalker.
Now, this video right here, I want y'all to trip off. Whatever's in the background, the dude is going to have his back to this camera here. The dude in the black is basically going to run that way. They don't see whatever's in this camera that's there. So obviously, it's not visible to the people that's swinging this swing. Check this out.
The family was enjoying their time together and swinging in their backyard where this recording camera captured a bizarre being that appeared far behind them that looked to be surveying them from a distance without any sort of contact. The identity seems to have a human-like resemblance, but considering the body language and how it didn't make any noise at all, by accidentally stepping on a dry leaf, it's safe to say whatever this is not humanly.
So the dude with his back to us, he don't see none of that shit.
Irish Giant's hideout.
This is crazy.
There have been unconfirmed reports that the giant Finn McCool has gone into winter hibernation.
Some tourists were recording on the giant's causeway in country Antrim when they accidentally recorded a secret giant door being closed abruptly, presumably by a giant. Many archaeologists, news anchors, and tourists went to the area to investigate the area. They all tried their best but could not find anything that showed the cave could be opened, but an interesting fact in all this is that they all could hear the snoring coming out from the same cave. It was believed by everyone that the mythical Irish giant Finn McCool was the one hibernating inside. Another skinwalker? Is it me, or are the skinwalkers getting too desperate to come out even during the daylight? Another video, which was captured in August 2020 at an abandoned cabin area, revealed a skinwalker was seen emerging from within the tree line of the forest. The witness, who happened to be vlogging his exploring adventure, seeing how he loses focus as it appears, authenticates the sighting to be genuine, despite the clip being relatively short. Nothing much can be said about the nature or state, but that it looked to have a hump and was inactive. Werewolf. In a cautionary tale shared by the YouTube channel Penguin ID, in January 2024, a family's eerie encounter underscores a vital lesson. Never exit your vehicle when encountering strangeness in rural areas. While driving through...
Of course, another example of culture. You should have just left. They want to get out the car.
Fields, they spotted a disturbing figure. Ignoring the warning signs, two men ventured out, inadvertently provoking the creature lurking in the bushes. A mere twitch sent them fleeing. But the situation escalated when the entity attempted to breach their car. Though its identity remains ambiguous, its paw prints fuel speculation of a werewolf encounter.
Look at him when he gets in front of the car.
Beast from hell? While waiting in the traffic, you can't help but notice around, only in this case, it was something that seemed to come from hell. A girl driver took her phone out and started recording upon noticing this unearthly entity sitting on top of a broad tree trunk to get answers to a thing that she did not understand. It looked like a small human with legs like a crab and wings on top of that. It flew away after a few seconds, but got caught in the girl's camera. From the looks of it, it seems like it was a crab fairy. Guess the girl's wish of watching a fairy came true. But oh crap, why does it feel so creepy?
Yeah, that's weird.
Dark creature. In June 2021, two friends dared to venture into an abandoned building, but their boldness quickly turned to terror. Emerging in a state of panic, they abandoned their supplies, leaving onlookers stunned by their evident fear. A friend waiting outside remarked that they seemed to flee for their lives, igniting panic among the group. The recording of their expedition captured the moment they encountered an ominous presence. Despite curiosity, they were met with a chilling sight, a dark figure lurking in the shadows. Without hesitation, they bolted, leaving behind unanswered questions about the nature of the entity, whether ghostly, spiritual, or a mere prankster aiming to instill dread. Hunt for Belfager. A group of hunters were called in by a village in a remote area somewhere in Mexico to handle a being matching the description of a Belfager in an abandoned house nearby. And ever since, no one dares going in, except for this group of hired help that started investigating the area using powerful flashlights and live firearms. The house was in a very rough condition, and different church signs were to be found on the walls. When they felt the presence of something, they went looking for it, when suddenly, Belfager appeared from the broken ceiling. They took out their weapons and started following it. They caught a glimpse lasting a few seconds until it eventually disappeared into the darkness of the night.
Oh yeah, but watch what they catch when they go in this build.
Humanoid Stitch?
This next now.
As if passing through a haunted area wasn't frightening enough, but watching a creature having to appear from within. Two paranormal investigators were making a pass by a really old cabin within their car using powerful lights when suddenly they noticed a large beastly entity that was slow, hairy, and crawling. The passenger started panicking while the driver was trying to maintain the distance between the car and the creature. In the morning, a few people went down there to look, but no one was to be found in the area. Glowing soul. Seems like forests do tend to inhabit a lot more than what you could have ever bargained for. In June 2022, a person was passing by Poland Forest in the middle of the night while returning from a party. Even though he was a bit drunk, the sources believes that the noise that he heard was very real. So besides that, he opened his camera and went to the forest where he saw a glimpse of some glowy creature. He ran immediately, but never found out what that was. Good thing he captured it on camera, otherwise no one would have believed him.
Yeah, that's a smart man. I would have been out quick. But they always got to go investigate.
Woodland crawler. Woodland crawler. It's not just the forest where these crawlers choose to inhabit it, but also the vast open areas of the woodland. A girl driver who, while passing beside the tall grass of a woodland area in the darkness of the night, got into a panicked state while she was going home after noticing something crawling slowly right in front of her. With the route being the same as what she usually takes, she didn't see this coming. As a result, she maintained her distance immediately, presumably to turn around and find an alternate route. The creature she saw is very similar to what we call a crawler. How did it get there? No one will ever know. Roaming in broad daylight. While hiking through a trail in a forest, this hiker, who also happened to be recording, only to catch a bizarre kind of anomaly. A footage taken by the tree line of a forest in Alberta shows a being that looked to have an extremely big and deformed head, putting its nature to be anything out of the ordinary. This bizarre creature started running when it realized that it was spotted. However, the recorder, instead of running away in fear, kept recording and attempting to get a closer look at it. From the deformed head and the way its body looks, one can easily identify it as something extra-dimensional, perhaps an alien. Beneath the rocks. A group of students went into the cave to film a video for their project. They heard a noise from behind some rocks, but they all took it as a joke. Once they approached and looked for something, a very suspicious head of a creature was seen, which was directly looking at them. They did what any sane person would and ran out of there. Can you identify the creature? If yes, then let us know in the comments. A little hint for you to start is the person who uploaded this video said in the title that they believed it was a gray-colored alien. Olaf in
this right here,
of all the things
I will tell y'all, this right here, this part of the video, what this lady does is just, they need to go back and try to find her now and see if she's still alive, if she's still functioning like a normal human being after she does this right here.
Things that you could eat in the wild to survive, these guys decided to feed something that doesn't even look to be of this planet. Two explorers decided to feast on this alien-looking being that seemingly was the only thing that they captured. It didn't seem to move at all, and the woman held it with her bare hands. Being caught up with their hunger, they didn't think twice before starting to boil it to a crisp before starting to eat it. The thought of even seeing someone feeding on something they don't even understand.
Look, it got a face, it got teeth, everything. They boiled it and they finna eat it.
Is something too far. Decaying roadside beast. The only good beast that anyone would be willing to come across is the one that has been long gone. While in the midst of making deliveries, a courier stumbled upon this decaying roadside beast on the road in northeastern Brazil. From head to toe, this beast didn't seem to match the description of any known predators in the area. Could it be a wolf or some possessed lion? Whatever it was definitely had an end as terrifying as itself. Creepy alien. Running away might be an option upon coming across something like this. until it comes to where you live. A man in Australia spotted a seemingly alien creature at the back of his house. It just seemed to be standing there, while the man asked him questions like these in an attempt to initiate contact, or at least understand its nature. What do you want?
I'm gonna have to be honest. Some of the videos, I don't know if the people were contacted or they just wiped it from the internet. But some of these videos should be all over the news as what's this weird shit that's going on our planet. But they probably won't. Most of the shit is hidden where nobody's gonna see it except the people that happen to videotape them. Other than that, they're not gonna care.
The mystical creature seemed to have walked away, disappeared into thin air, never to be seen again. But the fact that this man saw an alien-like creature, and the first question that came to his mind of what its actual intentions would be.
Where's it going?
Crypt ID. Though this might seem like a kind of deformed monkey at first, if you look carefully, that doesn't seem to be the case. This bystander was casually strolling in his backyard to catch some early morning sunlight, where a tiny little cryptid suddenly made an appearance from a giant rock and quickly made its way around the porch. The person recording the video went after it, but was it found? Nowhere is this cryptid to be found now. Perhaps it found another hiding spot, only a better one this time. Skinwalker or alien? A couple went exploring when they came across an abandoned mine shaft. They finally found something worth watching, so they decided to go down and look inside. The curiosity grew after watching a door in the middle of the mine to keep something locked in. At first, they seemed a bit hesitant to move closer to the gate, but the more they waited, the more curiosity grew. So the boy finally got inside and started searching for something, which is when a creature appeared for just a second. But that 1 second was enough to make them run away. After watching the video again in slow motion, it reveals a creature with glowy eyes, which could be a skinwalker or an alien. Wendigo. We know when danger arrives, dogs are the ones that are alerted immediately. A boy went for a walk when he started hearing dogs barking.
Oh yeah, that goes with most animals. If you look at the history of when the water recedes back, what are they called? Most of the animals will go to higher ground. Knowing a tsunami. When the tsunami hits, most of the animals don't die because they leave that part of the ocean or that part of the land knowing something is about to happen. I'm gonna have to bring a video up where they talked about how many ran up this mountain. I think it was in
along with wolves howling. He took out his camera because he knew something was up. With the boy already being scared, it only escalated as this creature came out of the dark. It even took the boy a few seconds to actually understand that something was standing there, which looked like a devil, and it was about to reach the boy, which is when he ran away. When the video was uploaded, the closest resemblance it got was of a hiding Wendigo.
Yeah, I did a live.
Off.
Think about
2 young men were returning from a camping trip when they saw a carcass of a strange being lying by the concrete barrier of a shallow stream. Thinking that it's a doll, they picked it up to take a look, but they got scared after watching the face of a mysterious and bizarre creature. It looked a lot like a doll, but it had a face like a human.
The shit looked fake to me. I'm just gonna be honest to you. It looked fake. It just looks like a molded Barbie doll type material type shit that's thrown in the water. I don't know. They didn't say nothing about the flesh.
And it had feet as well. Now, hold on a minute. We saw something strange like that before.
Weird.
It looks similar to the creature that this woman ate. There are a lot of similarities between these two, like the size, not moving, and a humanoid face. A proper name has not been given to these creatures just yet, but maybe if everyone keeps on finding them, they will. Cloak of invisibility. This isn't just some smug on the windshield, but an actual creature with the ability to teleport and also be invisible. While driving through a museum with ancient guns, the dash camera picked up a ghost or a creature with a cloak of invisibility.
See, that's the technology that we're trying to get now. We have partial on it, is the technology to stealth. And right here, this entity or whatever it is has that ability already to do it. His shit is just cloaking.
That passed through the area in front of him. But aren't ghosts completely invisible? How was he able to capture the glimpse? When a YouTube channel Classified Captures uploaded this video, many people in the comments, instead of referring to it as ghosts, resembled it with the cloak of invisibility from Harry Potter, where the presence of the person can be felt even if they're wearing an invisible cloak. Ali Bandit.
Aqui, tá vendo uma coisa ali, velho? Negócio atrás da árvore. Não sei o que é isso, mano. Tá casa assombrada.
Yeah, Black
A
Dog.
woman encountered a creature who was crawling on the road. Strange thing is, instead of running away, she kept standing there, recording it as it got closer and closer to her. What kind of a creature it is can't be seen in the video because it was too dark and the video quality is not top-notch.
Ah, que negócio é esse? Tá vindo, tá vindo, tá vindo.
It could be a crawler or some other mysterious creature that is yet to be found. This strong and fearless woman who did not feel scared finally decided to run when the creature jumped to get her.
Assombração.
Stalking mummy. Two friends who went out for a walk noticed something following them. With it having a mummy-like appearance and them not knowing its nature, they decided to record it.
Dude, I don't know, man. This thing's been following us.
It got provoked and came running towards them, which is when both of them too ran away.
I believe there's a
What
possibility
happened
that
to
shit could be.
them? No one knows, but maybe it's best if you don't confront a creature who's stalking you. Talking about that, the question arises, what was it? Well, the clip doesn't show the whole of the picture.
Dude, is that one of those furry things?
Building Cloverfield. A man who was casually watching outside of his window saw something that was unbelievable. He started recording the minute he noticed it. In the beginning of the video, it seems very quiet and normal, but after a few seconds, you can see the legs of a cloverfield or spider that was 1,000,000 times bigger than a normal spider. It was walking on a building full of people. But did it hurt anybody? It wasn't shown in the video. It came out in the dark, crazy, but because of the seriousness of the situation, people in the comments of the video started acting out.
It's kind of crazy how you can't fake shit like that. That's just coming out on the video. Once again, it could be stealth. Video picks up a lot of shit that our eyes can't pick up.
Ghost Child Shadow. Filming a video for a vlog caught something very suspicious. A man who was riding a motorbike with his friend was recording when a clip of a shadow was caught with no one standing in front. And the most interesting part is, the shadow did not look like a human's. A creature was walking, which is when their shadow appeared. It had a head and a body like a child, but very thin hands and legs. Was that just a shadow or the creature that looked just like that? Most people believe that it came from another universe, through a portal to this world, and it was an alien who was trying to hide from this world, but his shadow got caught. Open discussion. On December 20th, 2023, a picture and video captured large figures resembling humans, but behaving like giant frogs. Their frog-like movements from sitting to synchronized jumps were caught on a trail camera. As mysteriously as they appeared, they vanished into the night.
That's crazy. It's just even how they're built. They're built basically like humans, but doing frog type shit. And then, I mean, you could go off just one of them, but there's multiple ones of them that's doing it.
Leaping into a shallow pool. Seems like a very normal situation, right? Wait until you see this. Normal humans? No. Frogs? Maybe yes. The way they are hopping from the ledge seems completely disturbing, yet suspicious of what it could be. It's fast, long, and flexible. Are these humans?
Was them humans. Hey, that's my little video for today. Strange shit caught on camera that you can't explain. A lot of the shit that you see, you couldn't explain. For me, you know, all the time I go out, I definitely got to play a UFO video. I got to play a compilation of UFO video. I don't have any music. So I'm going to put some music behind it as y'all look at it and I get up out of here. Let me see what I'm going to play with it before I bring up the video. Appreciate everybody that stopped through. Archangel, Black Dog, Neighborhood Real, homie, where you get these videos from. Hey, I got a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Linked up. Trying to do every day. Just enlighten people on shit that's going on this planet. Even though, you know, it's shit coming to this planet. Whether y'all can say a filament or whatever, something's getting to this planet. It ain't just been here for thousands of years. It is just stuck in this dome, as y'all say. They coming from somewhere else. But I have a whole bunch of videos. I'm gonna try to continue to do this every single day, Monday through Friday, and just enlighten different shit. Pyramids, why were they built so much? I mean, all over the country with the same design. Who was the designer that back in those days made everything from the bottom up? Where'd you get that intellect to know the base is wider than the top? That shit is all before our time. From parts of the country that never met with other parts of the country, all built the same shit. There's a lot of shit on this planet that's unexplained. You can't explain the shit that's going on. You got to say there's got to be an extraterrestrial aspect to some of the shit that's going on. That's just my preference, my thoughts about that. Because it's for thousands and thousands of years. Our technology, there had to be a break from what they were doing. We couldn't build shit in Pichu Manchu. We can't build the pyramids the way that they built them in Egypt. And so a lot of shit that we can't do that they did thousands of years ago, but we have better technology now. No, we just have a different technology. But of course, when you're seeing all this shit in the sky, you have to think to yourself, hey, but that has been my show. I'm only going to stay on here 45 minutes to an hour. Send y'all out with a video of some UFO shit, a little music. Appreciate everybody that's stopping through. Check me out tomorrow. I have something a little different. And I'm going to leave y'all with this.
I finally found the spaceships, y'all. I finally found them. Yeah. There they go, y'all. There they go. Helicopters watching them. There they go, y'all. Look at this. I finally got the spaceships. Finally got you bitches. Y'all here for me too. There they go. There go the spaceship. It is, let's go live.
Absolutely no sound. Quiet. don't know what that is.
That is some weird shit.
Millennia 2735, contact between 120.7, good day. Between 120.7, good day, Millennia 2735.
Gone.
I don't know what that is.
That is some weird shit.
Millennia 2735, contact between 120.7, good day. Between 120.7, good day, Millennia 2735.
That was definitely the fleet. Hey, thank everybody for coming through, man. This has been the Goob Show. Check you out on the next one. As I tell everybody, look up. You'll see something one day. Just say that nigga Goob did say that shit. Till then, I'm out of here. Peace.